Hello, good afternoon. This is David Sutter talking to you. And today I just want to simply show you a very simple scalping strategy that you can implement using only limit orders. Okay. Now, how this works is we're going to be looking at some of the larger time frames, and we're going to be trading with the trend. Okay. We're looking at where the price is headed over the next couple of days, next week. Okay. So in this example, okay, I picked GBP CAD, okay, just simply because if you look here on the 4-hour chart, it's already dropping, okay. Right here in the 4-hour chart, we can see it's clearly going into a downtrend, right? Now, if we look at the daily chart, we have an up arrow, okay. So, yeah, long term it's going to go up, but it's already been going for quite some time, okay. And it looks like it hit a high point here. There is no red arrow yet, so in the long run, yes, it probably will go up more. But in the short term, it's probably more. It's going to be dropping in the short term, okay? Simply because the 4-hour shows the drop right now. But if we look at the weekly chart has a red arrow, okay? So the weekly time frame is stronger than the daily time frame, okay? So what I'm thinking is that it's definitely going to be dropping, okay? So with that said, I just simply want to sell, okay? But I do not want to just place a sell trade, okay? I'm going to be using limit orders, okay? Now we see the price had dropped on this last candle. Let me zoom in so you can see. This price had dropped on this last candle and then formed like a support here, okay? I'm going to mark that, okay? I'm going to mark that there so you can see. And we noticed that in the past this was a resistance before. So this is a pretty strong support. Now we're looking for this long term to be, keep dropping, right? So we go to the smaller time frames. It shows to sell. 30-minute shows to buy. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. We're going down to the smaller time frame until we see a opposite color arrow, which in this case is a blue arrow, right? So we're looking for a blue arrow. So now what do? It seems to hit a pretty solid support, and it should be going back up, right? Now, we also see that we have a strong resistance right here. I'm going to mark that. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that the price is going to go back up to that point. Okay, I don't think it's not going to, there's no way it's going to go all the way back up to this point here. If we zoom back out to a 4-hour chart, we see that point marked right there. Okay, so that's a pretty solid resistance right now. Okay, there's no red arrow there. If we drop down to like a 5-minute chart, you should see that. Okay, you will see that red arrow, right? And it doesn't really matter so much about the time frame, but what we can see here, as long as we got these points marked, what we want to do here is now we can expect the price to rebound and potentially go back up to this point. Maybe not as high, but somewhere thereabouts. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to place a sell limit pending order. All right, like I said earlier, the bigger time frames show to sell, so we want to sell only. Like right now you could buy and probably get away with it, but the thing is, I only want to trade with the bigger time frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a sell limit a little ways down here below this resistance. So that way this price is going to escalate back up, hit that sell limit, activate a sell trade, and then possibly go a little higher. You have a slight drawdown, and then that price will drop. And then what we can do is put a take profit down here somewhere. Okay, now take profit is not 100% required, but I like to use a take profit. That way I don't have to be sitting at a computer all day or having to constantly babysit this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to go to place a new order, and we're going to change this here from market execution to pending order, and then I'm going to select sell limit. Okay, and I'm going to put the price right in here, and I'm going to put this at 1.774200. I can change this, or I can, adjust it later on. And then take profit, I'm going to put it somewhere in here. I do not want to put it right on this support line, so I'm going to put it at 1.73. I'm going to say 800. Okay, I'm going to use this mark right here. That's giving me plenty of profit. Okay, and if we look here at the take profit line, it says 400 pips in profit, right? 400 pips or points, depending on your broker, but that's pretty good amount of profit. Now this will take, probably about 5 or 6 hours for this to open and close. That's okay. The plan here, the goal by doing this, is for the trade to open and close the same day. So we're not going after huge profits. We're technically scalping, and we're using the bigger time frames to determine which way we want to scalp. So I like to try and catch a reversal. Okay, so to summarize, we start with the bigger time frames, like the 4 hour, and we say that, okay, it's dropping long term. Okay, the next few weeks it should be dropping. All right, and then we keep going down. We pan down to a smaller time frame until we find the next opposite arrow. Okay, the next opposite color arrow, which in this case is blue. So then we want to still go with a larger trend. We want to place a limit order above this one, or it could be below if you're doing a buy. But in this case, we're looking for a downtrend. Okay, so I want to put a sell limit here and a take profit there. All right, and the idea is to catch this on the reversal. Okay, that's all we're doing here, and this could play out forever. I'm not forever, but for an infinite amount of time until this support finally breaks. Now eventually this will break and it will keep dropping. Okay, and you see here, I can go ahead and mark it. There's another support right here. So this is kind of like an elevator going down different floors. All right, so when this breaks, okay, if we go back to the 4 hour chart, when this line breaks and drops to here, okay, and you can see in the past this was a resistance before, so this is a perfect support level as well. And once the price drops down to here, then we can put a sell limit up here again. Just keep repeating that process. And this way, you don't have to constantly babysit your computer, and you don't have to be, monitoring this 24 hours a day. So I hope this, explains my scalping strategy. It's very, very simple, and I'm only using limit orders. I'm not using those stop orders, just limit orders only. Now the problem here, potentially the problem, is that what if the price keeps dropping now and never activates the limit order? Well, that's okay. Eventually it's going to go back up. Okay, so if the price keeps dropping right now, if this just happens to break right now and keeps dropping, I can just simply drag this down. Okay, I know eventually it's going to go back up and then drop again. So that is what we are looking for. Let me click accept here. But that's what we are looking for, to be able to catch these on the reversal. Okay, you're going to have what's called a pullback. The price is going to shoot back up again and then come back down. I do not think it's going to go all the way back up to this resistance again, although it could. That's why I do not want to put this sell limit all the way up here. Okay, I want to make sure that it actually gets activated. Okay, so please let me know if any questions about this particular strategy or any of my other strategies I have in my other videos. I'll be more than happy to help you. You can contact me on Facebook. I have a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first. Also have a link for my private Facebook group, and you can request to join my Facebook group and post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. Okay, so as I said, I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me know how I can help you. Thank you.